So students, in this lecture we'll see about definitions that are related to state variable analysis in design. So these are considered as important definitions. Okay, first one, state. State. The state of a dynamic system is defined as a minimal set of variables such that the knowledge of these variables at t is equal to t naught together with the knowledge of the inputs for t greater than or equal to t naught completely determines the behavior of the system for t greater than t naught. Second, state variables. The variables that are involved in determining the state of a dynamic system x of t are called the state variables. x1t, x2t up to xnt are nothing but the state variables. These are normally the energy storing elements which are contained in the system. Third definition will see state vector. The n state variables necessary to describe the complete behavior of the system can be described as n components of a vector x of t called the state vector at time t. The state vector x of t is a vector sum of all these state variables. Next, state space. State space. The space whose coordinate axes are nothing but the n state variables with time as the implicit variable is called the state space. Next, state trajectory. It is the locus of the tips of the state vectors with time as the implicit variable. Okay, time as the implicit variable. Just a minute. So we'll see definitions that can be explained by considering second order system. So order is 2, as it is second order system, order is 2. So order is 2. So number of state variables required is also 2. So how many state variables are required? 2 state variables are required. Say x1t and x2t. State vector will be the matrix of order 2 into 1. So x of t is equal to x1t, x2t. Therefore, x of t vector is equal to vector x1t plus vector x2t, which is vector addition. The state space will be a plane in this case, as the number of variables are 2. The state space can be shown as as okay. So you can see state space which is shown x1t, x2t, 0, 0. Here x1t, x2t, then x1t1, x2t1, then the diagonal which is joining from origin, you can see x of t1, figure 2.4. Then figure 2.5, you can see figure 2.5, you can see x1t y-axis, x2t x-axis, x2 of t2, then x1 of t2, x of t2 is a diagonal. Then you can see x1t, x2t, x of t1, x of t2 state trajectory. You can see this state trajectory. This is figure 2.6. So now consider t is equal to t2. So vector x of t2 is equal to vector x1 t1 plus vector x2 t2. So you can see the state trajectory can be shown by joining the tips of the two state vectors. So the state trajectory can be shown by joining the tips of the two state vectors, that is x of t1 and x of t2. X of t1 and x of t2. So you can see at time t1, vector x of t1 is equal to vector x1 t1 plus vector x2 t1. Then you can see at time t2, vector x2 is equal to vector x1 t1 plus vector x2 t2. The state trajectory can be shown by joining the tips of the two state vectors, that is x of t1 and x of t2. So we'll see state model of linear systems. We'll consider multiple input, multiple output, nth order system as shown in the figure. Number of inputs is equal to m, number of outputs is equal to p. So the diagram of number of inputs is m, number of outputs is p. The diagram of MIMO system has been shown. U1, U2 up to um inputs, Y1, Y2 up to Yp outputs, X1, X2, X3 up to Xn state variables. So we can write U of t is equal to U1t, U2t up to umt, X of t is equal to x1t, x2t, xnt, comma, y of t we can write it as y1t, y2t, ypt vector. So we can say all the column vectors having orders m into 1, n into 1 and p into 1 respectively. All are column vectors with orders m into 1, n into 1 and p into 1 respectively. For such a system, the state variable representation can be arranged in the form of n first order differential equations. dx1t by dt is equal to x1 dot t, which is equal to f1 x1 x2 to xn u1 u2 to um. dx2t by dt is equal to x2 dot t f2 x1 x2 xn u1 u2 um. dxn of t by dt is equal to xn dot t, which is fn x1 t x2 up to xn u1 u2 up to um. Where f is equal to f1, f2 up to fn, the functional operator. The functional operator. Integrating the above equation, x1t is equal to x1t naught plus integration t naught to t f1 x1 x2 up to xn u1 u2 up to un dt, where I is equal to 1 to up to n. Thus, n state variables and hence state vector at any time t can be determined uniquely. Any n-dimensional time invariant system has state equations in the functional form as. So, here it's said any n-dimensional time invariant system has state equations in the functional form as x dot t is equal to f of x comma u, while outputs of such system are dependent on the state of system and instantaneous inputs. Input where G is a functional operator. For time variant system, the same equations can be written as x dot t is equal to f of x comma u comma u comma t state equation. Y of t is equal to g of x comma u comma t output equation. So diagrammatically it can be represented as input u of t is equal to input u of t, output y of t, x of t naught initial state, u of t instantaneous input, x of t is shown here. So these can be represented diagrammatically. So this diagram shows input output state description of a system. So we'll start with the function. I'll repeat. The function similarly up to ypt is equal to cp1 x1t plus cp1 x1t plus dp1 u1t plus dpm u2. For the linear time invariant system, the coefficients Cij and Dij are constants. Thus, all the output equations can be written in vector matrix form as y of t is equal to c x of t plus d u of t, where y of t is equal to output vector matrix of order p into 1, c is output matrix or observation matrix of order p into n, d is direct transmission matrix of order p into m. The two vector equations together is called the state model of a linear system. X dot t is equal to a x of t plus b u of t state equation. Y of t is equal to c x of t plus d u of t is output equation. This is state model of a system. For linear time invariant systems, the matrices A, B, C and D are also time dependent. Thus, x dot t is equal to A of t x of t plus B of t of t, y of t is equal to C of t x of t plus D of t of t for linear time variant system. Next, we will see about state model of single input single output system. So we will consider a single input single output system, that is m is equal to 1 and p is equal to 1, but its order is n, hence n state variables are required to define state of the system. In such a case, the state model is x dot t is equal to ax of t plus b u of t, y of t is equal to cx of t plus d u of t, where A is n into n matrix, B is equal to n into 1 matrix, C is equal to 1 into n matrix, D is constant. U of t is single scalar input variable. In general, we have to remember that the orders of the various matrices are: A is evolution matrix, which is n into n. B is control matrix, which is m into m. C is observation matrix, which is p into n. D is transmission matrix, which is p into m. So now we'll discuss about state variable representation using physical variables. So whatever are the state variables are minimum number of variables which are associated with all the initial conditions of the system. Their sequence is not important, it is said. The state model of the system is not unique. But for all the state models, it is necessary that the number of state variables is equal and minimal. The number n indicates the order of the system. For second order system, minimum 2 state variables are necessary and so on. To obtain the state model for a given system, it is necessary to select the state variables. Many a times the various physical quantities of system itself selected as the state variables. Then, if it is electrical system, the current through various inductors and the voltage across the various capacitors are selected to be the state variables. Then by any method of network analysis, the equations must be written in terms of the selected state variables, their derivatives and the inputs. The equations must be rearranged in the standard form so as to obtain the required state model. So there is one key point. It is important that the equation for differentiation of one state variable should not involve the differentiation of any other state variable. In the mechanical systems, the displacements and velocities of energy storing elements such as spring and friction are selected as the state variables. So it is said in general, the physical variables associated with energy storing elements which are responsible for initial conditions are selected as the state variables of the system. So in the next lecture we will have with the problems.